Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. This is your brother Sean Ali here at Supreme Health and Fitness by Sean Ali. And as always, I thank each and every one of you for tuning in with me and giving me some of your valuable time. And as always, I pray that this brief message is received in the spirit that I'm striving to deliver it in, which is the spirit of your brother, the spirit of love, and of course and always in the spirit and in the name of God. This is a brief health check message and understanding the importance of our heart rate and beat, and that these numbers are the literal actual numbers to your life and or your premature death. So, and I just wanted to ask a couple of questions. That do you know that the number one cause of death is heart-related issues? Do you know your resting heart rate? Do you even know that there's such a thing as a resting heart rate? See, and these are important questions that we must ask ourselves, because as our heart goes, our life goes. It doesn't matter how many vehicles we have that can take us all over the world. We need this vehicle to take us into tomorrow and beyond. This vehicle is powered by our heart. That's what circulates your blood. That's what circulates the oxygen. That's what circulates the nutrients that you eat throughout your body, so that your body can maintain its health and strength in life. So when we don't understand our heartbeat and our heart rate, when your heart malfunctions, this causes a malfunction throughout your whole body that will create a domino effect that will lead to your premature death. This is why heart-related problems are the number one cause of death, because a lot of times you can't feel when your heart is imbalanced. A lot of times you don't feel it until you are in the throes of your death. When it hits you and see, when you are having that attack, that cardiac arrest or that heart attack, see, and then it's too late. So I just wanted to go, look, let's explore the numbers. Between 40 and 100 beats per minute. These are considered in the confines of health. If a heartbeat between 40 and 100 beats per minute, this is in the realm of living. Anything lower, you dead. Anything higher, you suffer death. So when we are looking at the numbers, your heart rate, your heartbeat, if you don't have equipment, all you have to do is find your pulse. You can check it. The best place is right here on your wrist, or you can check it on your artery on your neck. You can make it real easy. You don't have to count it for 60. You can either count it for 15 seconds and multiply it by 4, count it for 10 seconds and multiply it by 6. But either way, you want to have an idea of what your heart rate is. Don't worry about the numbers changing. Your heart rate changes according to how you feel. If you are happy, your heartbeat and rate becomes active and erratic. If you're angry, it becomes active and erratic. If you are depressed, it becomes slower and erratic. But we have to understand that how we feel and how we think leads our heartbeat. Our breathing leads our heartbeat. So let's look at the numbers. Now, on this side of the paper are the numbers for the men, and on this side are the numbers for the sisters. Now, a person that is athletic, they have a lower resting heart rate, and we are going on over the resting heart rates. This is the important one. This is how many beats per minute your heart beats when you are sitting still, when you are not active. The same thing with your blood pressure. When you are having a resting heart rate and a resting blood pressure, these numbers are supposed to be low. They are supposed to be as low as they can be, because if you're in a rest state, if your heartbeat is high at a rest state, then you have an increased chance of suffering from a heart ailment, because your heart is racing and it's muscle. But the muscle that is made out of, it doesn't grow, it becomes hardened. So, and it can swell, and you will cause your heart to literally beat to death. So let's look at an athletic person, a person that exercises, not just being active, a person that exercises on a regular basis. They have a significantly lower resting heartbeat than a sedentary non-active person. So if you are a man, you are athletic, the optimal numbers for your resting heartbeat should be between 49 and 55 beats per minute. If you are a woman and you are athletic, your heartbeat should be, your resting heartbeat should be between 54 and 60 beats per minute. Of course, these numbers can be lower. This is just to give us a starting point, a measuring point, so that we can measure our current health status versus where we can and should be, so we can make the necessary improvements and adjustments so that we can live. I just want to save your life. The number one cause of death are heart problems. You can't see your heart. You don't feel it until you are in the throes of your death. That's why they call it the silent killer. So I want to bring awareness. We are overcoming because my people lead in heart disease. Black people, we develop it 30% faster, but we also die from it at a higher rate than all other people. So I am concerned about you, my brothers and my sisters. So look, an athletic person. An athletic person is somebody that is moving. The Move Something campaign. They are actively participating in exercise. This is the path to abundant life. See, when you have a low resting heartbeat, your heart is ready to beat you into your abundant life. See, this is what we are tracking, the numbers of your life versus the numbers of your premature death. And it's on your heartbeat. Those are the numbers of your life. So when you have a resting heart rate, the heart rate that's optimal to get you into the enjoyment of your abundant life, if you are a man, between 49 and no higher than 55 beats per minute. If you are a woman, between 54 and no higher than 60 beats per minute. Now, the next category below it, I made it real easy. So just put it in the most significant categories so we can have a sense of measurement, so we can know how to make the necessary adjustments. So what will be considered good, a good or normal heart range, or a good heart range, if you are a man, between 56 and no more than 66 beats per minute. If you are a woman, between 61 and no more than 69 beats per minute will have you in the good category. The good category has you close to the path of abundant life, but we have to understand that in industrialized countries such as America, the average lifespan tops at 75. So when you are in the good and the average category, you are only lining yourself up. to meet that average lifespan. To get past that, to reach abundant life, we must have a low resting heart rate. This means that our heart will be strong enough to continue to beat us into tomorrow and beyond. So now, the average heart rate, if you are a man, between 67 and no more than 73 beats per minute. If you are a woman, between 70 and 70, no more than 77 beats per minute, places you in the average category. So if you are sitting still for about 15 to 20 minutes, right? And you sit still and you allow your body to rest and to normalize. And then you check your heart rate. This would be considered your resting heart rate. Or it's best to check it when you first wake up before you get out of bed. But if you have missed that and you want to check it, you want to let your body sit still the same way you would check your blood pressure. And you will let it normalize for 15 to 20 minutes. Then you will check it and it will allow you to get a more accurate description of your health. This is about you, not nobody else. This is about you being able to be healed, healthy, so you can enjoy abundant life. Now, poor category. If you check your resting heart rate, the beats per minute is what category you are. That is how you determine which category you are in. Once you see which category you are in, it's no worries if it's bad. That means you know how or can get on the path to correcting it. You see, because this is abundant life. So as we decrease, now we are on the path to premature death. Look at the poor heart rate. If you are a man and you have a resting heart rate between 74 and 82 beats per minute, you are in the poor category. If you are a woman and you have a resting heart rate of 78 to 84 beats per minute, you are considered in the poor category. Brothers and sisters, brothers, if you have a resting heart rate over 82, sisters, if you have a resting heart rate over 85, you are on the path to your premature death. You are squarely in that category of those over 650,000 people that died last year from heart disease. Unless you are born with a heart ailment, that means you caused it. That means you have a controllable and or preventable ailment. You do not have to die. If you know the numbers of your life and your death, then you see, now you put the control in your hand. It's no more, I had a sudden heart attack. Oh, his heart just gave out. No. This is why they call that the silent killer. Because you don't feel it until you are in the throes of your death. Oh, see it, you thought you were okay. Everybody around you, oh, what's going on? I'm having a heart attack. See, nobody can predict that. But you can if you know your numbers. Your resting heart rate, that is how many beats per minute your heart beats when you are not being active. If that number is high, you are not healthy. If you have a resting heart rate above 65, see, you can find ranges between 60 and 80 are considered healthy. But if you are close to that 80 beats per minute, your heart is in your body racing. You might can't feel it. You always don't feel it because it could be your mind creating an electrical impulse through your nervous system that's activating your heart, causing it to beat in conjunction with your thoughts. Because your heart is controlled by the pacemaker. The pacemaker in your heart it's a piece of tissue that sends an electrical current that causes your heart to contract. This contraction is your heartbeat. When you have thoughts, your thoughts are on your nervous system. It produces that electrical current. That electrical current is being mimicked and matched by your pacemaker. And the current is going in accordance with your thoughts. So we have solutions in science. The Science of Thought and the Art of Thinking, a manual for rising above emotions. You see, this is how, because when we are looking at heart disease being the #1 cause of death, you got all of these commercials about all of these supplements for heart health. You got exercises, you got gyms everywhere. You have all of this awareness, but the numbers are increasing. Why? Because nobody is trying to address the #1 cause right here. So the Science of Thought and the Art of Thinking, this is a manual that we put together to go over all of the top sciences on the theories of thinking and how we produce thought. See, so when you have the science of thought, see, thinking is like painting a picture. See, when you think of a poem, when you write a novel, when you paint a picture and somebody else looks or reads your words or your work, see, you can transform and you can make them travel and see what you saw. So when we understand the science of thought, we can use our thinking artistically to paint a beautiful picture of your healing. See, you can use your thinking to paint a beautiful, artistically beautiful picture of your heaven. See, you can use your thinking to paint a beautiful picture of your abundant life, of your power. And then you can bring it into existence. So family, I just wanted to come and briefly talk. Look, get your equipment. They got equipment available where you can check and monitor your heartbeat, your heart rate, your blood pressure. They are all connected together. They all go together. And they are all controlled by your thought. You can have a model, the wrist model, that goes right on your wrist. You can keep it at your desk at work. You can keep it in your car. You can keep it wherever you need it so that you can monitor yourself throughout your day, because it's your life or your death. I'm your brother. I want to see you live. I want to see you be healed, healthy, powerful, strong, so that you can successfully enjoy your abundant life. Here at Supreme Health and Fitness, we have the science and we have solutions to help you heal yourself, become powerful, imbued with life, and be on the journey to your abundant life. Remember the numbers, family. Resting heart rate, the lower the numbers, the better. If you are a man, then these are your categories that you want to strive for the lowest resting heart rate that you can. But you have to be active and exercise and be able to control your thinking. If you are a woman, a sister, these are your numbers and your categories. You want to have the lowest numbers that you can possibly have, but it's all up to you. So family, I thank you all, man, for tuning in, giving me some of your valuable time on this Good Friday. And I pray that this brief message was received in the spirit that I'm striving to deliver it in, which is the spirit of your brother, the spirit of love, and of course and always in the spirit and in the name of God. Family, please, understanding heart rate, heartbeat, the numbers of your life and or your death. We just have to be aware, because sometimes you don't feel that heart problem until you are in the throes of your death, and then it's almost too late. So as your brother, I want for you that which I want for myself. I want you to be healed, happy, healthy, powerful, so you can enjoy your abundant life. Salam alaikum, Hotep, Black Power, power to the people. Family, thank you all. Y'all have a great and powerful day. And remember, your stress is only up to you. Nobody can stress you out. You have to stress yourself out. Every second that you place yourself under stress, you are potentially and literally damaging your heart, and potentially and literally taking years off of your life. Peace.